Hey guys, welcome to Tammy Book Lover. Today we're going to talk about The Black Effect 1 and 2, written by Charae Lewis. This book is a hot mess. A hot mess. My blood pressure was like all over the place reading this book because I wanted to strangle a few people in this book. So let's get into this book. This book is about polygamy relationship. Nadir, which is the main character in this book, wanted 3 wives. His father have 2, so he said he wanted 3 because 3 would complete him. And I'm like, I'm not going to like this book. I'm not going to like this book. I don't believe in this polygamy bull crap. I'm not going to like this book. But I digress because Charae never disappoints, so I will read this book. Anyway, he already has 2 wives. Nadir has 2 wives, and he wants his wife number 3. Ray, which is a sweetheart, and then you have Jade, which I do not like. The first scene in this book, when she brought herself introduced, I didn't like her. Don't like her. Anyway, so he's on his 3rd hunt, and Amay is this character. Amay is she's a young girl. She's 25, very, very, very immature. Very immature. Come from a dysfunctional Christian it's a Christian household, but they're holier than thou, like crazy. And it's dysfunctional. She has a twin brother named Amir, and he's her sound and voice. He's her best friend. He's her everything. Yo, when Nadir finally meets Amai, it was like instant love at first sight. He wanted everything to do with her. She was unique. She was exotic. She is a nice chocolate mocha girl with copper hair, which is natural color. He was just so infatuated. He's like, I have to have her. She's the one. Ray knew that he would love her at instant. So Ray was like, okay, no problem. He pursued Amai. So Amai, as I told you, has a dysfunctional household. They're controlling. They are like holier than thou. There was just so much going on, and she just wanted to get out. While she was introduced to this polygamy relationship, she didn't understand it. She didn't know anything about it. So she was skeptical at first. And I said, okay, she's going to turn them down and everything. But after Nadir consistently pursuing her, she's like, okay, I'm going to get into it. So she went into it. But I'm like, you don't know nothing about this. Your instinct is telling you not to do it. You ask your brother for his opinion. He said he never really told her yes, but he never told her no, but he gave her a sound advice. And I'm saying, okay, I like your brother advice. What you going to do? She jumped from one relationship to another, one controlling situation to another situation, because Nadir was a hot mess. When he finally got married to Amai, he wanted them to move as a unit. So if he's going to a function, all 3 wives is going to a function. If he's going to dinner, all 3 wives is going to dinner. The only time Amai really had him one-on-one was their honeymoon. That was it. Everything else was a unit. And I'm like, not even regular relationship go like that, because sometimes you just want some alone time. And I'm like, oh, this fool is a hot mess. Anyway, Nadir's mom did not like Amai from the beginning. She didn't like her because Amaya's mom made a big scene at the wedding, and she's like, that's the family you're getting into? There's something about that girl I don't like, whatever. So I'm like, okay, what does she not like about this girl? And she never really had a legitimate reason not to like this girl. She just never liked her. I said, fine, whatever, that's your problem. She made this girl life a living hell. And Nadir supposedly like, oh yeah, I'm going, when his mom tried to say something, he trying to protect her, but not really, like defend her, but not really, because his mom would say something. He's like, Ma, you need to shut up, you blah, blah, blah. So at one point I said, okay, he's checking her for what she said to his wife, but really and truly, he never did, because he said one thing and that was it. And the mother kept on like insinuating and just like making her life a hell. I'm like, oh, this girl. She is unhappy to begin with because she is not accepting the lifestyle. She cannot get pregnant. Her mother-in-law is hell, and she just was not happy. She confided in her brother again. And he said, you know what? It's not that you're unhappy with the relationship. You're unhappy with yourself. You need to get some therapy. You need to do some things. And he was giving her sound advice again, which she ignored again. So I'm like, girl. So I was like, girl, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. So now she confided in Ray and Jade that she's unhappy. She doesn't know. She doesn't want this relationship. She wants out and everything, right? Nadir took them to another function he was invited to, and he basically embarrassed her in front of this person, and she didn't like it. So she was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to get some space. I'm going to do my stuff. Introduce Canton. So Canton now is on, he is just like, his character I liked in this book until I found out his true meaning in book 2, and I'm like, you gotta go. Anyway, she was introduced to Canton, and they had a little talk, and Jade came and found her, and they went back home. So she made up with Nadir, and the next morning everything was good. She was happy again because she finally got her one-on-one time with him. And then Jade bust the secret. So now with Jade bursting the secret about everything that's going on, and then she said something hurtful, right? They had an altercation. Nadir snapped and he attacked Amai. So I'm like, okay, Amai, I'm like, why would you, but why? He had anger issues, in my opinion. He has anger issues. So he attacked her, and then after a while, he felt bad. But Amai was like, I'm out of it. I'm out. I'm out. She went to the room. She's like, I'm packing up my stuff. Ray wasn't feeling too well, so Ray came and checked on her, but she looked sick. And she's like, I'm sorry, Ray. I just got to go. And she left, right? So when she left, Nadia went hunting for her, and that was like the end of book 1. So now book 2 started out with Ray in the hospital, found out she had a miscarriage. Amai is gone. Amai is gone. I keep on saying Amai. Amai is gone. Jade just like making a big fuss because Amai attacked her or whatever, and she wants her gone. So I'm like, Jade character, she seemed friendly, but not really. To me, she was always shady, because when she was introduced in the book and as the other woman, she was like, yeah. That's what I get from reading it. And then like sometimes in the book she was just snapping at Amay, because Amay was just, she was unhappy, but she didn't like, she's like, but you can't do this to Nadia, you did it, and she just went off. She was just snapping. And I'm like, why is she getting so upset? She was just snapping. Anyway, I digress. So now Amay is gone. We're in book 2 now. I'm sorry guys. We're in book 2 now. Amay is gone. Ray had the miscarriage, and so now everybody's at the hospital except Amay, and she's like, where's Amay? What happened? Why is she not here? What's going on? So then anyway, Amay said, Nadia said, I don't know, let me, we'll talk. So he finally confessed what happened, and Ray said, you gotta fix this, and you gotta fix it now. So he fixed that. He said he's going to fix it, no problem. So he went to Domino for help, and Domino was helping him and stuff like that. So Amay was now, she's out of it. So she and Canton started meeting up now. So they were just friends. She met him, and they were having dinner or lunch at some restaurant. And here comes Lena. So remember, Lena is Nadir's mom. Lena saw her with Canton and said, oh, so you really are cheating on my son, and blah blah blah. She was just going on and on and on and on, and then she spat on her. So she was like, you just spat on me? So she knocked her up. She basically popped her upside the head and like beat the crap out of her, right? So now Lena went home crying to Ali, which is her husband, and Nadir. Oh, your wife disrespect me. She did this, she did that. I'm getting her arrested. And everybody's like jumping on her because Amay is already like the bad guy in the relationship, you know, because Lena's trying to turn everybody against her. Anyway, Nadir was like, why would she do that? Blah, blah, blah. So he was like, okay, I don't understand what's going on, but we're going to fix it. Anyway, when he found out that he found a man, he was like, no, you attacked my mom and stuff like that. So she said, no, I didn't just attack her. She spat on me. And he's like, I don't believe you. And he was just like gullible in some aspect, because he was upset that she was with another man, and he just couldn't see beyond that point. Anyway, they got their divorce and they went their separate ways. But before they went their separate ways, then that lawyer office, some secrets that came out, they just gutted each other. They went in, and she hurt his feelings and he hurt her feelings, and they had some self-reevaluating to do, because in a lot of aspects, they were both immature. They were both ignorant. They were both just like uneducated about each other. They didn't know nothing about each other, and that's what they should have did to begin with, get to learn each other before they did the situation. But I digress. It happens, and it is what it is. So now we're getting so now everything's coming out. Now Lena is instilling some bad vibes in Jade, and she was just going off. She's giving Nadia ultimatum. She's like hitting out on Ray. She was just like going in, and I'm like, why? Why will you do all of this? Amai got attacked by Carlton's family and Canton family, and Nadia came to her rescue, and he was catering to her, and he was doing stuff not to like get back in her good grace, but just to protect her, because he felt bad because he left her unprotected. Jade didn't like it. Jade went off. She went off. The mother went off. Everybody went off. So Nadia was just like, he was stressed out, overwhelmed, and everything. When he finally had to sit down, and Ray told him how she felt about the situation and how he really was controlling and stuff. He reevaluated himself, and then he was like, okay, I got to be a better husband to my wives. I got to be a better husband for them to understand. So now Jade's is giving him ultimatum up to the point about getting rid of Amai, and he wasn't going to do it, so he left. She left, and then now he's trying to get back in a good grace with Amai. They went out to dinner. He took care of the situation. He wanted to learn her again, like get to know her better. And I was very proud of him for that, because he bite the bullet. He admit his faults, and he did everything else to get back in her good grace. They went on dates. They went on one-on-one time, and he himself realized that having them as a unit was ridiculous, because he do appreciate them on one-on-one time. He giving them each their undivided attention, and catering to them, and still doing what he needs to do as a man. So long story short, he ended up making amends with Amai and Ray. So he still have his poly relationship, but now he was down to 2 wives. He was okay with that. He had the kids there, and then she finally ended up pregnant, and then Amir came back, and everything worked out for them. Jade went back with Canton. Oh, that's what I forgot to say. Canton is actually Jade's ex-boyfriend, and he basically stalked Amai so he could get information on Jade, or get back in find out information about Jade. So he lied to Amai about things so he could get some information on Jade. He was really weak for her, because the minute Jade came back, he tried to play strong, but he was weak. They were back together in no time. So he's bogus for that. Overall, guys, I think Charae did a great job with this book. I am so sorry that this review is so long, because this book, they're both books in the series, were very intense. There's a lot of information in this book, a lot of situations happen in this book, and it was very, very good. I think you guys will really like it. Even if you're not into a poly situation, which I am not, but it gives you an insight on some of the things that happen in relationship. So check it out. It's The Black Effect 1 and 2, written by Charae Lewis. I hope you guys like it. Okay? Bye, guys.